TechTiger-Academy, welcome back guys. I'm Ravi Malhotra, your instructor for this Checkpoint NGX CCSA, CCSC, CCSM learning series. This is lecture number 8 and we are going to do lab number 2 now. Let me just do the recap real quick. In the last lecture, we understood about how can we configure VMware editor and how can we create multiple VLANs in a VMware, right? Those who have not seen that video, please look into the description and you can actually find a link for lecture number 7, right? Let me now just continue to this lab now. In this lab, we have to achieve a standalone installation. So what we are going to do in this lab is that, so we will basically so we have to do two things, right? That's the first thing that we have to do. We have to create a virtual machine real quick with these all specifications. We are going to have 4 NIC cards, and each of these NIC cards will be into specific VLAN. So ETH0 is going to be into management VLAN, which we know is that it is VMnet 0, right? This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, right? So let me just do that real quick. So the first thing I'm going to do, I think my VMware is already open. That's my VMware. I'm going to create a new virtual machine. I'll click on file menu, new virtual machine. I'll click on next. I'll click on disk image. This is R80.10. I'm going to choose R80.40 ISO image. I'll click on next. This is operating system that I have to select. Next. I'm going to give it a location. So I'm going to give location of my drive, virtual machine. I'm going to create a new folder, lab 2. Okay. Inside a lab 2, I'll click OK, and I'm going to give it very specific name. It is going to be TechTiger-Academy Standalone Checkpoint. I'll click on next. Virtual hard disk is 100.0. Just check this option, please. Store virtual disk as a single file, else it will create multiple files. This is very important. We will do customize hardware. We'll click over here. We will increase the RAM to 4 GB. We will increase processors to core 2 processors, or you can just do 2 processors each. And then I'm going to create a few more network editors. Click on add, click on network editor, finish. Click on add, click on network editor, click on finish. So these are the 4 NIC cards. I'm going to now configure them. This is my first NIC card. This is my second NIC card. So the sequence has just changed, right? Let me just add once again. I'll click on add network adapter, finish. This is the first, and just choose the VMnet 0. Then click on add, click on network adapter, finish. This VMnet adapter 2 is going to be VMnet 1. Okay, then again network adapter add VM network adapter. Next, it is going to be VMnet 2, finish. So we have 3 NIC cards, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. Let's have one more NIC card. Click on add network adapter, finish. Let it be VMnet 3. Okay. So we have 0, VMnet 0, VMnet 1, VMnet 2, and VMnet 3. That's right. Awesome. I'm just going to click on power on this virtual machine, and Now, what we are going to do, we are going to install GAiA. Okay, so very interesting. Just stay focused, watch this video carefully, how to install the GAiA operating system, and once it is installed, then we will immediately access it over the web interface, and then we will install the role of both Smart Center Server as well as Security Gateway. So all these different drivers will be installed now. So I will pause this video on and off basis so that I don't want to waste I don't want to make the length of this video. So I'm just pausing it, right, and I'll get back immediately when there is something new for you. Let me just take you to the PPT. If you were careful, then you will see that I actually chose this other Linux 2.x kernel. I selected 4 GB RAM, two processors, 200 GB hard disk, NIC card 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, and they are into VMnet 0, 1, 2, 3. Other thing that you will notice is that I'm going to choose .50 IP address for each of a NIC card. So I'll just click on OK over here. I'll choose the keyboard OK. I'll go with the default partition sizes, OK, and I'll give it a new password. I will use this password to connect to it so that I can configure it. Now it is checking network interface cards, and you will see that it will detect 4 NIC cards. So the first NIC card ETH0 I will select. I will click on tab and I'll enter on OK. I'm going to give it 200.50 IP address. That's it. So at this moment, I'm only going to configure one interface, which is going to be into the management VLAN, which is going to be into VMnet 0, and I gave it an IP address 200.50. Have a look. Okay, so this piece is done. So if I'm just trying to create a kind of diagram, so this is how it looks like. Uh, this is my laptop. Okay, on this my laptop, then I just created one virtual machine. I created this virtual machine with the 4 NIC cards. This VM is into VMnet 0. This is into 1. This is into 2. This is into 3. And VMnet 0 is IP address 200.50. Okay, this is my virtual machine. Virtual machine of GAiA operating system. And then this is, I will also make it like a standalone. This box is my laptop. My laptop also has 4 NIC cards, 4 virtual network adapter. This is a VMnet 0. This is 1. This is 2. This is 3. And here VMnet 1 IP address is 200.1. This is 137.1. This is 70.1, and this is 80.1. So that means once this virtual machine is done, this IP address is 200.50. My laptop IP address is 200.1. I should be able to ping from my laptop to this interface, right? And once this ping is working, I will be able to connect to it over the browser. So just as a recap, let me let me show you this. Let me take you towards network connections of my laptop. So here you see that VMnet 0, VMnet 1, VMnet 2, VMnet 3. You can also see their IP addresses. Go to status, details, and here you can see that I am 192.168.200.1. Okay. Similarly, 190 VMnet 1 has 137.1, right? And these virtual network adapters are on my laptop just because of the virtual network editor. If you can again recall, just please watch my previous video. I have in that video I just demonstrated how we can create networks like VMnet 0, VMnet 1, VMnet 2, VMnet 3, and we need to check this option. And here I give them network exclusively that VMnet 0 is going to be 200.0, VMnet 1 is going to be 137.0, VMnet 2 is going to be 70.0, VMnet 3 is going to be 80.0, and this is my separate VLAN, right? So this configuration is done just because I just selected this option, connect a host virtual adapter to the network. So virtual network adapter is downloaded on my laptop, which actually has got an IP address of .1 in each respective VLAN, right? So that's important, guys. Let us wait for a few more few more minutes and seconds, and once this is done, then it will again install some of the blades as well as modules, and then it will ask for a reboot, right? Once it is rebooted, then it will get an IP address of 200.50. We will connect to it over its serial console, and then we will connect to it over HTTPS, and then we will continue with its installation, right? I'm just pausing this video for a while, and I'll come back immediately, guys. So it has reached to 92% now. Let us wait for a few more seconds, and then we are good to go. Now, meanwhile, let me go back. So once this is done, this is in progress right now, and after this we have to do a few more things. So let us just wait. It's 97%, 99. Very done. Good. So now it is just checkpoint software blades, right? As I said that once operating system core files have been installed, after that, right, it just extracts checkpoint software blades on top of it, and once it is done, then it will just ask for a reboot. So it's just about to finish now. It's finished now. It says us to complete the first time configuration of the system, log in from console or connect using a browser to this IP address. You do not need to note it down because it's already in the description. We actually selected 200.50 as an IP address, right? For the one interface, we have only configured one interface into VMnet 0 with this IP address, right? So I'm just going to say reboot now. Okay. Once it is rebooted, and then we will just log in into once. All right, we will ensure that IP address is there. We will do some level of connectivity testing like ICMP and all that from laptop to the virtual machine, and then from virtual machine to the laptop, and then we will try to connect to it over the HTTPS protocol. All right, so it has also almost done now. Once it is done, I'm going to show you that what I'm going to do. And in fact, everything you can find as a documentation in the description tab. You can also follow my blogs where it is clearly written that what next you need to do. Alright guys, it is done now. It is done, so I'm going to log in with admin as a username and the password which I selected in my installation. Next command I'm going to give is show interfaces. You will see that it has 4 interfaces detected. Next thing I'll do, show interface ETH0 IPv4 address. It says that it has 200.50/24. If you do not give the IPv4 slash address switch, you will see that it has an IP address of 200.50. Its state is on, link is up, its IP address is 200.50. Let me try to ping 192.168.200.1 from here, and I can ping that. That's great. So what I'm trying to do in this video is that I've tried to ping from virtual machine to the real laptop 200.1. It is working. Okay. Now let me take you to the command line of my laptop. From here, let me see 192.168.200.50. It is pinging. Great. So next thing I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to launch a browser, and in that browser, right, I'm just going to uh, show you that how to connect to it. All right. So I'm just going to give HTTPS 192.168.200.50. So that's good. Just go to advanced and click on accept the risk and continue. Very good. So here you see that how can you log in. Now I will use admin as a username, and I will just use the password which I selected. There I go. So I have logged in to it over my HTTPS. The moment you log in into the HTTPS, it will run you through the first time configuration wizard. Just click on next. Continue with R80.40 configuration. Just click on next. This is an IP address 200.50. Next. Now I don't need to configure this IP. I will just do it later on. Just click on next. Just give it a name. So name I'm going to give is TechTiger-Academy checkpoint standalone. Domain name is going to be TechTiger-Academy.com, and that's all. It's going to be next now. NTP, let it be the default. Next. Security gateway and or security management or multi-domain. I'm going to pick this first option, guys. Just look carefully. I will click on next, and I'm going to choose both the options, security gateway as well as security management. So this is not a cluster because this is a simple one, and this is going to be security management as primary. I'll click on next over here. What about the security management administrator? Do you want to use the GAiA credential, which is admin, or do you want to create a different administrator for Smart Center server? I want to create a different administrator. I want to name it like TechTiger Academy, TechTiger Academy CP admin, and I'll give it a password. I'll click on next. So the GUI clients is going to be any IP address. GUI clients is that you need to give it the valid IP addresses from where you can connect to it. So let's say any IP address. Next. First time configuration wizard. Finish. This will, yes. So it is going to take some time, right? I don't want to pause my video. I want you to look at each and every process very carefully. It has 5 milestones to achieve. It is going to verify the configuration. It will install security gateway. It will install security management. It will install compatibility packages. And finally, it will compile everything as in a single for you. So these are the 5 things that it is going to do now. So the verifying configuration piece is done. Security management server, security gateway role has been installed. Now it is installing security management. So you just need to do it very carefully, guys. You need to ensure the right operating system you choose while creating virtual machine. You um, choose the right amount of memory, hard disk, as well as cores, right? And you also need to make sure that you choose right VLAN for your interfaces. The first interface is into VMnet 0. So those who are watching my videos, I just want them um, um, to um, to just understand this concept. It's already there in my last video. These are the four VLANs that I will use: management VLAN, internet VLAN, data VLAN, as well as DMZ VLAN. So all right, so four milestones been done. It is just doing the last one. It's finalizing configuration. So once this is done, it is going to take a reboot. Once this is rebooted, then what next we will do? I will just show you how can you download Smart Console from the web UI, but just refer to video number 3, where I have clearly given instructions how can you download Smart Console. So from the Smart Console, I will pick Smart Dashboard and I will connect to this machine from the Smart Dashboard, and I will show you the objects over there, and that's all right. So let us just wait for a few more seconds once it is done. Alright guys, so I just paused it for a while and then I'm back now. All the 5 things have been just installed very successfully. It is asking for a reboot. I'll just click on OK, and now it is going to reboot. And once it is up, it is your complete your checkpoint standalone virtual machine. It has a security management server and it has a gateway both, right? So let us wait for a few more seconds and then I will show you that how we can connect to it over the smart dashboard. So I already have Smart Console downloaded as well as installed on my laptop. So I'm going to launch this Smart Console R80.40. So this is how it looks like. Here I'm going to give TechTiger-Academy CP admin as a username. The password I'm going to give, which I gave, and this is going to be 192.168.200.50. Let us wait for this installation to be finished, right? And then once it is done, then I will show you how can we connect to it. All right guys, so this is done. Installation is also done. Let me just go back to the virtual machine here. Just please look carefully what I'm doing. I'm trying to log into the admin. Guys, this is a serial console, right? I'm just going to do ping 192.168.200.1. I can ping If I do cpconfig as a command, I see that now I can see administrators, GUI clients, everything. So that means the configuration is now there, right? Now let me see, exit, right? And then 11 exit, okay? So let me just show you now. I'm trying to TechTiger Academy CP admin. I give the username, the password, and the IP address, and I'll click on login now. So now we will be able to log in to the Smart Center server. Unable to connect to server. Let's wait. Hmm. Just give me a few more minutes.